Hey everybody, Josh Brown here, managing editor with Zionsville Magazine, and I'm hanging out today. We're at the Zionsville Community High School with Greg Schellhase, athletic director. We're checking out the gym. The gym floor is renovated, brand new. You guys have really dove into a big project with this that just finished up early May. So tell us a little bit about it. How did this come about?
Well, the gym is over 20 years old now,
right?
Since its construction in 1997, and it's just time where we've made some updates and did some things to really make it our own. It's going to be our gym for the foreseeable future. We've got some great teams and some great activity going with the community, and so it was time that we made the necessary upgrades to really get this space to where it needs to be for the foreseeable future. So a big part of that was the gym floor.
Right.
It hadn't really been touched. I mean, it's just been put some coating, some sealer over it every year, but really hasn't been touched since it was installed in '97. And so it was time. You know, we had the old logos. It was getting really dark and just wasn't playing. It wasn't as you know, just didn't have the grip that you want out of your gym floor. And so the school board decided it was time to make the decision to sand it down. We went all the way down and sanded the floor and put fresh paint on it, new logos, and updated the look of the gym, and it really turned out great. We couldn't be more excited about it. So this is kind of the first step. We also put some fresh paint on the walls and did a few minor things kind of behind the scenes, but this is kind of the first stage of really getting this space where it needs to be for the foreseeable future. Yeah,
and it really does look great for those of you who haven't seen it yet. A lot of the community hasn't seen it yet, right? I mean, finished up early May. It was covered up for graduation because it was so new. So there's a lot of excitement coming back for the school year. Maddie Nolan's out here right now for the girls basketball team putting in her work, getting ready for next year. They had a fantastic season. But tell us a little bit about the history, because like you said, it's still the same gym floor. You guys stripped it up, right? But there's 20 years of history in this floor. It's been here since '97, right?
Yeah, it's been here for a while, and it's been a good space for us. We use this gym for a lot of things. I mean, just so far this summer, we've had several camps, boys basketball, girls basketball. This morning we had volleyball kids in here. You know, we've had a lot of youth. It's kind of a community center, if you will, our community focal point. We have a lot of youth. We rent out the gym. We do a lot in this space. And so it really is a versatile space, and you know, we use it quite a bit. And so it's just great to have the project going, and the response has been overwhelming. Like you said, the community really hasn't seen it yet. We've posted some things on social media, and but we're very excited to kind of unveil it, get more community members in here to kind of see the work that we've done. I know our athletes that have you know, been practicing on it, and then volleyball team, basketball teams, other athletes. Their response has been very, very positive. I mean, they're just very excited. It plays a little bit better. It just looks sharp, and it's just something that they can take pride in, you know, and it's just something they're proud of. So.
Yeah, and talk about that a little bit, right? Because that's a huge part that goes into it. Obviously, it needed the updates, but when you're looking at just how new it looks, how great it looks, it's got to bring a lot of pride for the school, for the athletes, for the coaches, probably for yourself.
Yeah,
too.
It really does. I mean, we're in the HCC, and the Hoosier Crossroads Conference is arguably the best conference in the state. And you know, the facilities that our kids compete in and play on are just phenomenal throughout the conference. And so we kind of understood it was time to make some necessary changes to update our look and to really, you know, kind of give our student athletes kind of the floor that they deserve, and our community the floor that they deserve, just to showcase our school, because a lot of times the perception of your school and your facilities is based on athletic events, because we're not open to the outside public during the school day. You know, really athletic events is when we really can showcase our facilities. And so this is really a nice look for us. It's a clean look. It's not overdone. Sometimes the gym floors have too much going on. You know, we were within a budget, so we couldn't go over the top, which we didn't want to do. We wanted to have kind of a plain, clean look, but also really stand out with our logos and lettering and different things and the big Z in the middle. So it really turned out great. We're very excited. And yeah, I think the pride factor is important. Our basketball programs have had very successful seasons the past few years. Girls are coming off the most successful season that they've had in the history of the program. And the boys had a very successful season. You know, first time we've won sectional since '95, and we've got a lot coming back. And you know, next year we're excited. We're hosting the girls basketball sectional, and so we wanted to do some things to really clean up the facility and really showcase it really well for next season, for volleyball, you know, season, and then also for the basketball teams and the girls sectional.
Yeah, and then the sectional tournament. I mean, that's a huge deal. That's a big deal that you guys are going to be hosting that. So to have the new floor, it's got to be a relief that, you know, it's updated. It looks awesome. Talk a little bit about that. Talk about how excited you are for the community to come back in August with volleyball starting, obviously.
Right.
Some of the community get to see the floor and really be excited about a new addition to the community.
Yeah, I think they'll be very excited. I think they'll like what we've done with the work, and the paint looks really nice.
Yeah.
We've done some things to really upgrade the look, and I think they'll be really excited about it. And I think it'll just be make the environment a little bit better. And like we said, this is kind of a community space. A lot of our community, it's not just the high school that uses this facility. We host all kinds of different things in this space and music events, and it's just, we've made the decision that this is going to be our gym. And so I think that I've just commend the school board and Dr. Robinson, our superintendent, and our principal, Tim East, for just their commitment to really putting some resources behind the project to really get this space kind of where it needs to be for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. And it was obviously a process that you were pretty involved in.
Yeah.
So it took quite a bit of time. Talk about the patience a little bit, and maybe just the overall excitement of finally seeing it all completed.
Yeah, it's been a challenge. We always have, issues with facilities. There's so many needs for the corporation, and we certainly understand that. And obviously, some things have to take priority over the gym floor, and we totally understand that, and we're on board with that. But it came to a point where it was getting, plus 20 plus years, and the floor was really brown. I mean, it was basically a brown color. It was dark in here, had the old logos, and just really didn't pop the way it needs to be. And it was just it gets real slick, and it just hadn't really been touched really in 20 years. So it's nice to have the facility. It took some time and some patience, but worth the wait. We're happy that it turned out the way that it did, and we couldn't be more excited.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, everybody. Greg, thanks for taking some time
to
join us today and hang out. We'll post some photos, obviously, of the gym floor for you guys to see on Facebook and Twitter. So stay tuned to Zionsville Magazine on our Facebook and Twitter accounts. Check those out. Thanks for joining us.